So good day, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of SME Roundtable. And I'm your host, Eguna Precious. Yeah, briefly, before we go into the program for today, I would like to tell you who we are and what we do. So we are Pels Consulting, a management consulting firm that provides services to aid organizations in achieving their growth and expansion targets. We specialize in helping organizations to identify, identify and for them to achieve their growth and okay, so sorry for that network distraction. So we provide we are Pels Consulting, a management consulting firm that provides services to aid organizations in achieving their growth and expansion targets, with special attention to the economic improvement of SMEs. Yeah, and to make our program a success today, we have some of our partners. We have Fat Corner, we have Tan TV, and Jobberman. And on our show today, we have our very special guest, Miss Dedayo, Oyekanmi, who is the CEO of Almantis Food. You're welcome, ma'am. So
Thank
let me clap for
you.
you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thanks for
So let's
having me,
just,
Precious.
yes, you're welcome, ma. Okay, so let's just go fully into the program. So, ma, I would like you to tell us who you are and what your business is about. Tell us about yourself and your company.
Okay, thank you very much, Precious,
You're
and
welcome.
thank you for everyone who's joining in this morning, this afternoon, by the way. My name is Dio. I'm Dedayo Bade Oyekanmi. I run a catering outfit that deals with food and drinks, but we haven't got into drinks so big, but we're doing the food, and that's what we do right now. Basically, we give food, affordable and hygienic food, for the consumption of people. I would like to stress the affordable, because affordability is key for us. We want to be able to, we run a catering that wants to cater for everybody at a time. So if you are on the high class, and if you're on the low class, you are still able to afford our meal, and we still give our best. We still deliver the best to you. So as it is, I'd said my name and I said what we do. I am the manager. I always call myself the chief servant of Almantis Foods. We
Okay.
give affordable food, you know, for every class of people.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, ma. So, ma, I would like
Thank
to
you.
ask, what led you into this business?
Thank you. What led me
Okay.
into this business? Because I was actually I've always been an entrepreneur from the start, even while I was a student.
Okay.
But what brought me into this food business basically was when I did a contract job with United Nations, and I was posted to a five-star hotel in Lagos. I wasn't
Wow.
in the kitchen, I wasn't cooking for them. I was to assist the manager, that's the general manager, in his assignment here in Nigeria. He was coming to Nigeria for the first time, and they needed somebody who already lived here, who could, help him and make his job easy. So I got the job, and I was working in this space. But at some point, I would have to visit the kitchen to see what they do,
Kitchen.
because at that point again, I was doubling as the HR officer who wasn't in at that time. So I had two portfolios. So I would probably have to save letters, save reminders and whatnot. So I was always going to, see staff and oversee things generally, just to assist the manager, the person who was managing that organization at that time. So I started going to the kitchen, and the love for the art of food started getting to me. I loved the way they would wrap and they would fold the semolina we eat at home. Even if you don't like semolina, when you see the way they wrap
You
it,
fall in
you
love.
just fall in love, and you want to
Wow.
start eating. So basically, it was the art for me. It was the art for food for me, and I still, even right now, I try to inculcate that into my service. So it was that art that sprung up the love for catering in me. I saw that I loved it. Then in my church, I would never leave my church out of this, because they helped me and they groomed me unintentionally. you know.
Mm.
They didn't know they were helping me because I was saying that I'm available. Okay, we want to give food. I was one of the welfare team members, and they
Okay.
would say maybe at some point we want to cook for. So you're cooking for 200, you're cooking for 300, and I would say if we're buying the food, it's more expensive. Why not just let's buy this, buy that, put it together, get somebody to cook it, and we serve. And like that, I started doing it. My mother-in-law saw that I was really getting into the kitchen. She gave me two face burners, industrial
Wow.
burners. She bought for me. She gave me an extra one. So I just had, all of a sudden, I had all the things I
Support.
needed.
Yeah.
I had the support I needed. I could use my church as, I was using them as practice. They didn't realize I was practicing with them. By the way, they just felt, oh, this girl is available. They didn't know I was practicing with them.
Mm.
So like that, the love, I saw that, I really loved it, even at the point that I would do a quote, and I won't quote for gas, and I'll have to use my money to buy gas, or I
Wow.
have to use my money to buy that and all this, because
Mm.
I didn't go for any practice, I didn't go for any
Formal
training.
training. Wow.
Yeah, so I was actually using them as practical till I was good at what I was doing, and that's it for me. The love just came all of
Wow.
a sudden from art, and I had
Mm.
people I could use as case study, and
Mm.
that's it for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So let me say I'm proud of you, and I'm excited about what I'm hearing
Thank
currently.
you.
Like,
Thank you so
most
much.
times, most times we see opportunities and we just overlook them. Another person could have been in your shoes and
Mm-hmm.
just saw that opportunity and be like, oh, it's not my business, Jerry. I'm not a kitchen person, so let me
Absolutely.
just do my work and go. But you saw the opportunity and you
Absolutely.
and you grabbed it, and I'm glad about that. So I would like to
Thank
ask,
you.
you've almost answered my next question, but I'll still ask.
Okay.
So at the
All right.
inception of the company, at the inception of your
Okay.
business, what were the major challenges you faced, and how were you able to navigate through those challenges?
Okay. Thank you
Did you get
very
my
much,
question?
Precious.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
how the challenges I faced at the inception of the business, and how I was able to
Yes.
manage those challenges, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
All right. At the beginning, like I mentioned, I didn't have any proper training for this.
Okay.
God gave me a case study, and I was able, from the little I had gathered where I worked, I never planned I would be going into catering, by the way. So it
Mm.
just came all of from the love, from passion. I was doing something else. I was doing another business entirely while I was working, because I've always been an entrepreneur. But one of the major challenges I had was that I didn't have any proper training. Then
Okay.
secondly, customers, people who wants to buy from you, or people who wants to do business with you, would always want to see what you have done before. Like you have
Yes.
something you have done. They want to ask, okay, who are you working with? What organization are you working with? Because right now we do
Mm.
corporate catering. And before we could get
Mm.
into that, they want to know the organizations you are already working with. They want
Working
to know
with.
all those maybe multinationals. Okay, you already sent multi.
Mm.
Okay, that means you can work with us. But
Yes.
from my side, I didn't have all of that training. I didn't have anybody I'd worked with. So I was always looking for every little opportunity to show that I can do it. It was a big challenge for me. People
Mm.
would never want to believe in you. They want to see pictures. Have
Yes.
you are cooking,
Pictures.
can I see
Ah.
pictures? I would say, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have picture of this, but I can do it. I can deliver. Nobody wants to believe that you can deliver. They just want to
Mm.
see that, okay, you have
You want
done
to
it before,
see.
because they don't
Yes.
want to be a scapegoat.
Yes,
They don't.
so
Nobody wants to be. Yes, and I would. It's something I would do as well. I want to see that, okay, you have done it before. Okay, so you can do it with me.
do it.
So it was a
Yes.
big challenge for us. Nobody wants to believe. They don't want to just hear the words of your mouth and just want to give you money. They want to see pictures. They want to see pictures. It was really tough. So we had to.
Mm.
We had to just keep doing what we were doing. So I would just tell people, let me cook for you without any cost.
Mm.
So I was cooking for people without cost, without profit, nothing, just
Wow.
for me to have pictures, just for me to be able to show to my clients, or my
That you can do
prospective
it.
clients, that, okay, yeah, this is what I have done before. They would not know that
Mm.
those people didn't pay me, but I just want to do it. So that was what I was doing. So it was a big challenge, but I had to just stand up and say that, okay, this is what I want to do, and I have to achieve my aim. And to the glory of
Yes.
God, we are where we are right now. We're not where we want to be, but we are not where we used to be.
Used
So
to
that's a
be.
big
Yes.
testimony. Yeah, so that's a
Yes.
big testimony already. Yes.
Wow. Wow. I'm like your story is really exciting me.
Thank you so
Well,
much, Precious.
with what you're welcome. With what you said before, we will not blame those people. What most times what you order for and what you get might be quite
I know
different.
that
You
story,
might
right?
you might Yes, you might
I know
you might
that.
order for one very nice dish you saw at the person's picture, and they'll
And
tell you
I'll
they'll
bring
deliver and they
porridge at the
cannot.
end of the day.
So that's
I know
stressful.
that's right.
Yes.
So
Okay. So let's just quickly go
thank
to our
you.
next question. You're welcome. Ma.
Thank
So
you.
how does government policy affect your business? And if there's been any policy that has affected your business, how were you able to manage it?
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ma.
Regarding government policy, I'm going to quickly give a very short story of what I went through when I got a deal. I got a deal with a very big organization here in Lagos. And before they could take us in, they wanted us to have our VAT. They wanted our VAT certificates. They wanted to
Mm,
see our tax clearance certificate. They wanted to see that we are paying,
wow.
we're actually paying taxes.
Pay
You know,
taxes.
yeah, for a small business, SME, you know how it is. For I was
I get.
hustling. I was actually hustling. So it was really, really a big deal. At that point, I was always at FIRS office every day
Mm,
just to get a VAT certificate done for my organization. I was always at
mm,
Lagos Internal Revenue Service as well for my
mm,
payee tax certificate. It was messy for me, and
mm,
I'm going to be blunt right now. It was really messy. I felt government wasn't ready for us that are starting on a small scale, because I see people like me as well always in that office. We were going every day.
mm-hmm.
They would say
Every day.
it's either okay, after I had gone through all the processes, I'd registered, I'd paid my taxes, I'd done all of, even for my staff or everybody working with me at that time.
Wow.
We had to pay, and they were saying that there was no generator to even print out our certificate. It was that bad. And for generator, I tell you, for
God.
free, Precious, I was going back and forth for 3 days before I could get. At some point, I was saying, should I just bring gen from my home? Maybe they could use my generator and power their system, so I could get what I wanted. I was always going, I would leave house in the morning. At some point, okay, firstly, they moved from one place to the other. They were trying to set up. It was a mess. It was a mess. But at the end of the day, I was able to achieve what I went for. So that's it basically. Hello, Precious. I think the internet is crappy. If you can hear me. I think the internet is crappy, but if you can hear me, that was it for me. Okay, if pressure didn't call me, let me just still go ahead and say all of the things that I went through. Government policy, people will say that, okay, this is what you have to go through, this, you have to go through that, you have to do this and that before you can get this done. It was a lot for me. It was really, really a lot for me. And I had to pitch, tax payments to my staff at the same time. That was another story entirely. My staff would not want to pay tax. They'll say, okay, how much is my salary? And I'm still paying. I tell them it's just a token. So it's just a token. I had to, doing that part alone was another work entirely. But, we're able to scale through all of those processes. And now we can say that, okay, we're gone through and we're gone beyond the government policies. And this is where we are. Hello, Precious. If you can hear me. Hello, if you can hear me. Is it my
I think we've
internet?
lost pressure. So
Yes,
we just
yes. Welcome back,
thank you for
Precious.
being part. We've been enjoying the session with you. My name is Wisdom Olaretiwa. I think
Thank you,
we
sir.
lost our the network. We're enjoying the conversation, like I said. Okay, so the next question that
Okay.
I know would like to ask is that, so what has been the role of customer data
The role of customer data.
to your business?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Okay, can you still hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, so the question is, so what is the role of customers' data in terms of their information, their phone numbers, their location, their, just general information about customers? What is the role? What role has it played to your business? So, say for
Okay.
example, you have a customer buy food from you every week or every 2 weeks, and then
Okay.
probably so that kind of data. Those are the kind of data we are talking about.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Regarding customer data, yeah, and the role it has played in this business of ours, um, customer is very, very key, and having their data piled up is very, very essential for this type of business. And what we do is this. Because right now, most people who buys from us, we don't even know them. Sincerely, I don't know half of my customers right now. People call to order, and through referrals, people call to, people will just call that, okay, so person gave me your contact. Can you get this and that done for us? And that's how we have been going. So what we do is everybody that is buying from Almantis Foods, we ensure that we keep their phone numbers. We keep their phone numbers. Most of the time, their address is not the same. So they are ordering 100 bowls of food today, and they want us to deliver somewhere where they are working. But, they might not be there the next time what they are ordering. So what we do is we as much as we keep the contacts, as much as we keep the addresses rather, we ensure that we keep their phone numbers, and we keep, we always go back to them, say thank you for patronizing us the last time. We hope to see you again. And what we do is we make them come back by giving them an offer. So say you're a first time buyer, the next time you're coming, maybe we're giving you 2 or 5 bowls of food extra on a particular number of bowls. Say the first time you purchased say 100 bowls. So we say to you that the next time you're coming back and you're buying 150, on every 150 bowls of food, we give you say 5, or we give you say 10 for free. So we keep their numbers, we keep their phone numbers, we keep sending them messages to tell them we're still here. We loved the way we were treated with the last time, and we want it to happen again. And that's what we do basically. So customer data is very essential to us, very important. We keep them, and we always go back to them to say thank you, even after every patronage, and to remind them that we are still in business and they can buy from us.
Okay, thank you so much, man. That was very insightful, and that was a very good strategy.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and I'm very sure that there is a lot of results that must have been generated from those information that you keep, which is very good. So my next question would be, how do you manage innovation? Okay, so I was going through your,
Absolutely.
was it Instagram or your status, and I saw some baskets, special designs of baskets and all those. So how do you manage innovation?
Okay.
Because I know that Amazon is actually an innovative organization. So I know that there's something totally different from what your commissions are doing, which makes your
Okay.
organization very unique. So how do you manage
Thank you.
those innovations? How has it impacted your business?
Okay. Thank you so much. Innovation is the business, basically. Innovation is the business. Innovation is the game changer. Like, you have to bring something new on the block. You have to bring something new on the table. So everybody wants to see something new. You are used to eating my food. You just want me to, you are used to my packaging. You just want to see something new. What else can our mantis give us? People are always asking, what else are you bringing? What other menu are you bringing? Oh, talking about the basket you saw, Okay, so I met with a client, somebody just through referral, and she's new to me. I don't even know her, so she wanted us to do food for our wedding and grills and whatnot. So while I went for a meeting, we got really talking, and she told me that she does not want to. She wants to go into events as well, and she wants to start with her own wedding. So, which means that she's planning our wedding by herself. She's bringing in all the vendors by herself. Okay, and she brought us in, and while we got talking, she does not really know anything about events, but she's trying to learn with her own wedding. So I told her, okay, I'm going to assist for free. She's already patronizing us, so which is enough for me or enough for the business. And so I told her that okay, I could help her actually. We plan on going into events later, for right now what we do is just food, but as time goes on we get into that, and when we see that we are ripe enough to jump, then we can jump. So I only helped in getting the baskets. I love colors, so I asked her what color she would have. Those baskets doesn't come in that format, by the way. So I had to look for how to change the colors, put the colors together. So that is what we will be using. So she wants Almantis to help her do the packaging for, for the area and all, which is what we are doing. And that is why you could see all those baskets, all those, so I keep saying to people something new is coming, so that is why you have those baskets. Innovation is key. She has a basket and mine is just coming, you know, mine is just coming newly, and that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. Something very key that I actually learned from your words is basically the fact that, which was what you started with, you said innovation is actually business. So
Yeah,
without innovation, business does not exist, which is very key. And
absolutely.
I've seen that for business. So before your parting message
Yeah.
to SMEs, can you tell us your social media handle so that for persons that want to follow can probably log on to follow you on the platforms before your parting message to our audience?
Okay, my handle, our Instagram handle is Almantis_foods. ALMANTIS_FOODS. Almantis_foods on Instagram. So I would like to say this to everybody who is starting a business, that you have to be persistent. You have to be persistent. Persistence is something that everybody needs. If you're starting a business as a SME, persistence. Keep doing what you're doing. You might think people are not watching. You might think people are not watching you, but I tell you for free, people are watching. People are looking at you. They are seeing what you are doing. You might not be having those big customers, so those big clients now, but someday they are going to come. So just keep at it. Keep doing what you are doing. If it is to post, keep doing your post. If it is to advertise, keep doing your advert. Keep posting your advert. Keep telling people about your business. Do not stop. If you are persistent, people will come to you. They will see that you are really into it and you know what you are doing. Nobody wants to do business with a mediocre. Nobody wants to give money to a mediocre. Everybody wants to do business with somebody who they see that is reliable and is consistent. So you have to keep at it. Do not relent. It might not be working. You might not have those big customers right now. You might not have those, those people you want to be buying from you right now. But I tell you for free that they are coming. You just need to get some grit. You just need to put in the passion. You just need to put in, it is what it is basically. Just do what you love doing. Just give it your best. Give it the best shot. And I tell you for free, where the sky will be our starting point. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. So this is
Thank
where
you,
I'm going to
sir.
actually give this. We
Say that
appreciate you
again.
for. I said this is
Okay.
where we're actually going to be giving it a wrap. We appreciate you
Thank you
for
so
being part
much
of
for
this,
having
for honoring
me.
our invitation. we've learned a lot of things. One of the words which is a passing word is the fact that you should be consistent, don't give up
Yes.
on that business.
Yes.
Show you that you are consistent. Never go down on your quality, never go down on your deliverables, and of course on your promises, because
Yes.
what is important
Yes.
is actually
And of course, the G factor is expedient as well. The G factor, that's the God factor. You can never go run out of God for ideas and innovations concerning your business. The G factor is also key, please. If I forgot to mention that, I'm adding that to it right now.
all right. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful session with you.
Thank you,
We hope
sir.
that we better again for, or probably just come and render service to us at First Consulting, and
I'll be
we will
glad.
actually reach out to you. Reach out to you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much,
much,
and
sir.
I'm very sure over, we probably follow you on the social media platform where they can actually reach out
Thank
to you
you.
on your. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
and have a nice day.
Thank
And
you.
so,
Thank you so much.
all right. So, someone asked a question. Sorry, before I close, someone asked a question,
Okay.
and the question is, how do you manage your team? I think that's the question coming from someone, one of our followers. I would love to know about our team management. So, how do you
Team
manage your
management.
team?
Okay.
Yeah. How do you manage?
Okay. See, that aspect is a very big one. For every business, you cannot do it alone. If you are still running your business alone, that means you are not ready to move up high. Your team are they are the ones that are going to run with the business, really, your team members. So bringing your team together as close to yourself is very expedient. So, and I'll say that for us in Almantis Foods, what I do is everybody, before you join as my team or before you join as a staff, I sell the business to you first. You need to understand the business first. So once you understand the business, it is easy for us to run together. You understand the aims, our aims and objectives. You understand the mission and the vision of the business, so it's easy for us to run. So which is what I do. As you're coming in, I tell you this is what we do, this is how we do it, this is how we do it. If you have any ideas, you bring it back. So, and we work together as one. I cannot do it alone. I tell my people I cannot do it alone. I cannot cook the food alone. So we work together. I bring them together. What I can do for myself is what we do for every staff. Okay, and I let them know that every staff is important. That bond is very, very important. So we create that bond, we play together. When it's time for play, we play. When it's time for work, we work. So like we always say, that division of labor makes it faster. So we divide and say, this is doing this one. The people with chicken, the people with fish, the people with turkey, they are totally different. The people with rice, the people with fried rice, the people with amala, the people with pounded yam, the people with moi moi. There's somebody that does moi moi very well. There's another person that does jollof rice very well. There's another person that does fried rice excellently. So we know our strength, we know our core strength, and we allow us to run in that aspect. Nobody, we also know that, and we say to ourselves every now and then that nobody is perfect. So we come together, we bring our heads together to achieve our set goals, and that is what is working for us. It's just everybody needs to understand the aims, everybody needs to understand the objectives of the business, the vision and the mission of the business, so we can run together. Welcome back, Precious.
Yes, thank you very much, Ma. The network became very poor, and I
Sorry
just thank
about
God
that.
to.
So she just she said you are saying something, ma. Just continue. Then Precious is just taking over from there. I think we are about closing the session.
Okay,
So just
okay. Because
continue.
I'm talking about team management. I'm talking about that we come together as one to achieve the same aim. Everybody is on the same page. We understand the vision and the mission of the business. If you're coming on board, we let you know that. That's the first thing. You need to understand what we are doing. You need to understand the business and how to run. So it's easier for you, to fly with us when we're flying. And no, we also say to all of us that nobody is perfect. If I could do it alone, I would not need staff. But my staff they are the ones holding the business high. So, and we have to work as one big family. In Almantis Food, everybody working, we are one big family. And as much as we don't want to tolerate incompetence or laziness, at the same time we try to bring everybody together. But most of my staff they live in my house, because we have to be together, because I have that kitchen. Our big kitchen where we do outdoor is in my compound. So most of my staff live in my house. So they live in my house, they go home Saturday, Friday night, to meet with their families as well. So we work together, as we live basically as a family, and that is what is keeping the business going. So nobody is perfect. I don't know it all. They might know more than me. We learn from each other every day. We bring new things on board every day, and that is what is keeping the business. We work together as a family, as a team, and that is what is keeping us. Nobody is perfect. Nobody knows it all. Everybody brings their ideas, and that's how we are flying.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm
Thank you,
sure to
sir.
just probably give an
Okay.
appreciation before we Precious. Okay, I'm not sure she can hear me. So thank you so much once again. We appreciate
Thank you
your
so
time.
much.
For also contributing, because that house. Thank you for contributing your own percentage to
Thank
reducing
you.
unemployment. Yeah, because one way or the other, you have some number of staffs that are working with you, and those guys would have been idle doing nothing.
Mm.
And then,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
we ascertained the percent of
Yes.
unemployment employed people in Nigeria are actually from SMEs, and so we are also contributing your
Yes.
portion to unemployment in Nigeria. So thank you so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you, and we actually learned a lot from you. Thank you so much, and
Thank you so
have
much.
a
Thanks for
great.
having me. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma.
you for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you so very
All
much.
right. All right. So, should we come your way again? On the Roundtable, everyone. We hope that you enjoy the holiday, and please stay safe. There's still coronavirus out there, and take your vaccination. Thank you,
Yes.
and have a nice weekend.